I've been living in New York for a little while. I'm originally from Canada. Hello, Canada. How are you? Where are you from?
Hamilton, Toronto.
Yeah. Why did you have to say Toronto? Hamilton's a completely different place. No, I do. I just said I'm from fucking Canada. Why do you gotta lie to me? We don't all have to be from where fucking Drake's from. Every single time somebody from Canada comes down here, everybody's like, where you from? They're like, oh, Toronto. And you go, Toronto? They're like, well, Calgary. Nobody says their city. And that's why people don't know about it, because you don't fucking tell them. You just get to Toronto. As if Drake gives a fuck about Hamilton. He doesn't. There's no songs. I didn't know this whole thing would just be you and me. I've been living here. I've been living here for a little while, and the last couple years have been crazy, right? There's a lot of people in America talking about moving to Canada. There's a lot of people saying they're gonna move to Canada. And people said it as if you can just do that. People don't think that Canada's a real country with laws. Everybody thinks Canada's just your couch to go crash on for a while. Oh, it's rough here. Let me go to the cottage up north. Ted Cruz is Canadian. Ted Cruz was born in Canada. Can I ask? How are the people? How are the people that look at Ted Cruz and go, yes? How? The man looks like he was raised by 2 cups of yogurt. It makes no sense. It's like he fell into a microwave. He's melting. And there would be some very religious people, right, who are like, well, I'm pro-life and Ted Cruz is pro-life, so yeah, of course Ted Cruz is pro-life. The guy looks like he survived an abortion. He looks like he was pulled out 3 months in. Most of the world does actually, we really care about what happens here. The whole world does. Everybody watches it. My mom called me every day for months, freaking out, every day being like, what are we gonna do now that Trump's in? Like, what do you mean we, Mom? You live in Canada, what are you talking about? She's like, well, it affects our trade. What do you sell, silk, Mom? No. Is it gonna be hard for you to get that lumber off your hands? I doubt it. I love that my mom acts like she has barrels of crude oil in the back. Who am I gonna give this to now, China? You work at a restaurant! I love too that my mom's worried about trade between Canada and America, because my mom has no money! My mom owes money to Visa. Changes her number all the time so Visa cannot find her. Worried about trade. My mom actually legally changed her first name to hide from people. Real thing. So even if a creditor does find her number and call, they're like, is Lynn there? Not anymore, and she just hangs up on them. Worried about trade. She didn't even tell me that she changed her name. I found out, because when you apply for a green card, you have to write down your parents' names. I wrote down what I thought my mom's name was. Then the American government called me and they go, hey, this woman doesn't exist. Then I had to call my mom and be like, what's your name? And she said, why do you need to know? That was her real answer. She was like, who are you gonna tell? Visa? And Mom, I am one of your kids. I'm not gonna rat you out to a credit card company. But you gotta let me know when you make big life changes, like a different name. I already grew up without a dad. What am I supposed to write down? Dad, none, Mom, I don't know. I need names of people that exist. I love that my mom's worried about trade too between Canada and my mom never had any money. This is a big quote of my mom's when me and my brother were growing up. She was like, if I ever win the lottery, I'll take you guys to Disney World. If I win the lottery, I'll take you guys to Disney World. We'd be like, yeah, I'd just be pretty sick if you bought food because you're scratching a lot of tickets, Mom.